Welcome to the NFL Thursday Night Football Edition. My name is Abby. This is for Thursday, December 18th. We have one standalone game in the NFL. This is in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. Again, L.A Rams, Seattle Seahawks. The lines are courtesy of on the front end, as you can see, covers.com. Line moves, totals in the injury report. On the back end, the more extensive look is oddslogic.com. Up to the minute line moves, totals in the injury report, up to the minute, up to the second information. Again, it's a game changer. It covers all professional sports leagues. It'll be in the description below. Take advantage of that. Again, it's oddslogic.com. So we'll go ahead and look at the first game, L.A Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. This one here opened up as a pick'em and opened up at 46.5. And now the totals come down to across the board 42.5. We're starting to see some 42s, but mainly 42.5. And the line is now at 1.5. Seattle at 1.5. We did see a 1 come down. One book has it at a 1, but still at 1.5. I have no client play on this game, but I will give you my thoughts and opinion on the sides and the total for this game, but no client play for this one at all. First, we'll get to the injury report for this game. We'll take a look at that now between these two teams. First, we'll check up on we'll look at the Seattle's, at the LA Rams. Take a look at the Rams. Look at their situation here. While we're looking that up, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more of these picks and plays while we look at that information. Just give it a moment while we try to find that information for you. The latest injury report, and then we'll get to the sharps and public plays for this game, where the sharps and public plays are for this matchup. So let's give us a moment. We'll get a hold of that now. We'll get that information. All right, so for the LA Rams, we got here Davante Adams is out Thursday at Seattle. He has a hamstring issue. Puka Nacua will be playing in this game. He had cramps, but he's going to be playing in this game tonight. Braden Fiske, defensive end, ankle is questionable to play. And Tyler Higbee is on the IR, the injury reserve list. For Seattle, we have Charles Cross, tackle, has a hamstring, is out Thursday for tonight's game. Torrey Horton, wide receiver for Seattle, is on the IR. So just a brief injury report. Both teams don't have a laundry list of injuries, just a few key players here and there that are missing. But other than that, that's it for the injury report. Now for where the public and sharps are for this game, we'll take a look at that now. Public is all over the Rams. It's mainly Rams money. There's a little bit of Seattle money, but it's predominantly over 90% Rams money right now. Everybody's on the Rams. So Rams money is coming in. And we're seeing a lot of under money. Rams and there's a bit of resistance on the total. I take that back. There's a bit of resistance on the total. It's pretty even, 50-50. So a bit of resistance on the total. 90% of the money on the Rams in this game right now. At where it is right now. So mainly money on the Rams right now for this one. For me, in this game, let's take a look at it here. Remember, I don't have a client play on this game. I'm just give you my thoughts in this one. So they did play last month. They played a month ago. And this was in LA. It was under the total. It was 21-19 Rams. And Seattle was favored. The Rams covered as a home dog and won by 2 points, under 48.5. Now the second game, as you know, the total has gone down from the first to the second matchup by 6 points. So we know why. The Davante Adams is out, Puka Nacua available. That factors in as well. So the total has gone down significantly because of that. So for me in this game, I'm going to take a look at the under this game. I would suggest the under, because of that drop off from where it was in the first meeting at 48.5 to 42.5. To me, that indicates an under. I would take the under, and I like the Rams at plus 1.5. I would take the Rams at plus 1.5. That's my thoughts on that. Um, the Rams have won 2 straight. They beat up Arizona. Everybody's beating up on Arizona, so that doesn't mean much. But the Detroit win was a big win at home. That's a big one. I like the Rams here. I think they can win in Seattle. They got a chance to win in Seattle. I think they got a chance. So I like the Rams there. Seattle, on the other hand, I mean, they struggled to beat Indianapolis. I mean, they won 4 straight, but in that last game, they looked like they struggled. They had a major struggle against against Indianapolis. I understand that the Rams have won how many home games now? I think they've won and covered. They have won 4 straight home games, and they covered 4 out of the 5 home games. I mean, actually, they've covered. Let me take a look at this further. Let's see here. Sorry, Seattle. I'm saying the Rams. Seattle. Excuse me, Seattle. Seattle has their last 5 home games. They have covered 4 out of the last 5 home. Actually, I take that back. They've covered three out of the last 5 home games as a favorite, but they have won 4 straight home games. But when they played Indianapolis, they really struggled against Indianapolis. They were lucky to win that game, and that's why I think their luck's going to run out against the Rams here in this game tonight. I think their luck runs out, and I think the Rams. I think the Rams can win this game. I think the Rams covered and win this game. I mean, I don't have a client play on this game, but if I was to play it, I would take the Rams. I don't trust Seattle here. And plus, they're on a short week. They're on a short week after barely getting by Indianapolis when they didn't play very well. I don't trust them here at all. I like the Rams plus 1.5, like I said, and I like the under. I think their home winning streak comes to an end. Rams win their 3rd in a row. Seattle's won 4 straight. Their winning streak comes to an end. I like the Rams here to win their 3rd straight. So give me the Rams plus 1.5. I'm gonna go with that. Even at plus 1, I'd still take the Rams. I don't trust Seattle here at all. I don't trust them. I like the Rams here and the under. That's my thoughts on that. That's my thoughts on that game. Now we're gonna get to the player props. I know there's a bunch of player props here that I can give you that are recommendations for tonight. These are the recommended player props here. So my take on this, let's see. Sam Darnold over 19.5 pass completions. I like that one. I like Matthew Stafford over 21.5 pass completions. I like those ones. I like those ones there. That's it for that. Receiving yards, I would look at on the Seattle side, I would take a look at I would look at Rashid Shaheed over 34.5 receiving yards. I like that one. He's been playing pretty well. So I would take that. He's a reliable one there. I look at as well AJ Barner over 30.5 receiving yards. On the Rams side, I would look at obviously the main guy is Puka Nacua. I think Seattle's gonna focus in on him a lot. So I would take Colby Parkinson over 40.5 receiving yards. Over 40.5 receiving yards, Colby Parkinson. I like that one there. So again, to recap, Colby Parkinson over 40.5 receiving yards for the Rams. For Seattle, I like Rashid Shaheed over 34.5 receiving yards. And I like AJ Barner over 30.5 receiving yards for Seattle. I like those are my Those are the receiving yards over. Those are the receiving yard props that I like. Receptions, I would go with for the Seattle. I would take. Let's see. AJ Barn over 3.5 receptions. I like that one. Rashid Shaheed over 2.5 receptions for Seattle. For the Rams, I would look at. Hmm. Hmm. First, let me see if I can see receptions. Hmm. They're kind of down. Like I said, Devontae Adams is out, so the receiving core there's going to be a lot of pressure on Puka Nacua. And I know Seattle's going to focus in on him, so I don't want to take his receptions. I don't want to touch that. Um, mm. I'd look at Colby Parkinson over 4.5 receptions. I would look at that. That's probably my best advice for you on that. Rushing props, I would look at here. Rushing attempts. I like Blake Corum over 9.5 rushing attempts. I look for him to get the ball early and often. I like Blake Corum. He's pretty reliable. He came on. He came on pretty strong last week, and I expect him to have a good game this week. I would take that. I'd even take Blake Corum over 36.5 rushing yards. I like that too. I think Blake Corum's gonna have a big game for the Rams. I like that. Um, for Seattle, I would look at Kenneth Walker III over 45.5 rushing yards. That's another bad one. Those are my recommendations for the player props. Um, that's basically it for the player props. I only do for player props offensive. I only give out offensive player props. I don't do the defensive player props because I'm not too familiar with the defensive player props for the NFL. So I only focus on offensive player props. That's where I focus on the most. If you guys are wondering, but those are the player props for this game. I gave you my opinion for the total and the side for this game. So you got a bit of everything. So again, that's pretty much it for for the NFL games for tonight. Now I'm gonna have NFL plays for Sunday. Again, I am right now. We have the Weekend Warrior Pass going on for Saturday and Sunday. NFL and the college football. NFL, we are so far 1-0 this week. Beginning of the week, last week we finished off I think 2-3 or 2-2 last week. So kind of an average week in the NFL for client plays. But college football, I'm number one last 3 days, last 7 days, last 30 days across the board in college football. So you want to follow me with my college football plays. I have some college football plays for tomorrow. So take advantage of that. And for Saturday, take advantage of the Weekend Warrior Pass. It'll be in the description below. That's going on for college football and the NFL. Check that out. And at the same time, we do have our holiday special. We have the holiday specials happening, so you can check those out as well. It'll be in the description below. 7-day pass, $69. 30-day pass, $199. And we have the 1-year pass. So you can check all that out. Sportsmemo.com, Abby Sportsbooks, I'll have all that there. Follow all my picks and plays. They're all client plays. Right now, I'm number one across the board, overall all sports, last 3 days. I'm on a 12-1 run in the last 3 days. So you definitely want to jump on board and get some of my client plays for the NHL, where I'm number one in the last 3 and 7 days. Like I mentioned, college football, last 3 days, 7 days, and 30 days in college football. The NBA, I'm number one the last 3 days and 7 days. So jump on board, take advantage of my client plays. I have some plays tonight, but I think by the time you guys see this video, you're not going to be able to obtain the package. But I will have some plays for tomorrow, like I said. Jump on board. We have $7 Fridays, so take advantage of the $7 Fridays. We have that going on for tomorrow. Get on board. make some money, cash some tickets for the holiday season, and nothing else. That's all I have to say. Nothing else. Again, whether you fit or follow the the free play that I gave you for the total and the side for this game for the NFL Thursday night game, it's up to you. Good luck. Let's have a profitable and winning Thursday. And again, we'll see you in the next video. I'll have all the plays for the NFL, give you my thoughts on that. Again, we'll go through all the games in the next video. Again, good luck. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. And check out oddslogic.com. Again, we mentioned that earlier. Line moves, totals in the injury report. It's going to be in the description below, oddslogic.com. Great opportunity to get ahead of the game. Covers all professional sports leagues. Again, oddslogic.com. Good luck to you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Peace and out. Take care.